The alarm clock screams, shattering the silence of the early morning. It's 6 a.m. But something is wrong. Something feels off, even before you open your eyes. The air in the room is unnaturally cold, heavy with a chill that seeps into your bones. You sense it before you even move, a warning that today will be unlike any other. You throw off the covers, and the cold hits you like a physical blow, stealing your breath for a moment. The floorboards beneath your feet are icy, numbing your toes instantly. You shiver, wrapping your arms around yourself as you hurry to the window. With stiff fingers, you clear a small circle in the thick frost, desperate to see what awaits outside. Outside, the familiar world has vanished, swallowed by a swirling, blinding whiteness. Snow whips past the window in relentless waves, driven by a wind that howls and rattles the very walls of your home. The storm is so intense, it feels as if nature itself is trying to break in. This isn't just another snow day. This is something far more serious. This is survival. For millions of Americans, this is the harsh reality as a dangerous weather event descends upon the country. Temperatures are plummeting to life-threatening lows, and snow, whipped by hurricane-force winds, creates blizzard conditions that make travel impossible and isolation inevitable. Roads disappear, power lines strain, and the world outside becomes a frozen, hostile landscape. This is the polar vortex, a monstrous force of nature that has broken free from its Arctic prison and swept southward. Suddenly, the power goes out. The comforting hum of your home, the refrigerator, the heater, the lights, dies in an instant. Darkness and cold settle in, wrapping around you like a second, more menacing blanket. Your sanctuary, once warm and safe, is now a cold trap. The temperature inside drops rapidly, your breath visible in the frigid air of the living room. Panic begins to set in. Do you have enough blankets to keep warm? Enough food and water to last? How long will this last? The uncertainty gnaws at you, and you realize how quickly comfort can turn to crisis. This is the moment where preparation meets reality. Emergency warnings have been issued for days, but nothing truly prepares you for the raw, unyielding power of an Arctic outbreak. You scramble to gather supplies, flashlights, batteries, canned food, extra layers, hoping you have enough to see you through the storm's wrath. It's a humbling reminder that no matter how advanced our technology or how comfortable our lives, we are still at the mercy of the weather. This guide is here to help you understand what's coming and, more importantly, how to protect yourself and your loved ones. Pay close attention. Your safety, and perhaps even your survival, could depend on it. The polar vortex is not just a scientific term tossed around by meteorologists. It is a clear and present danger, capable of turning daily routines upside down and putting lives at risk. In the next sections, we'll break down what you need to know, what to watch for, and the steps you can take to stay safe when the cold becomes relentless. The storm is here. The time to act is now. This is not a drill or a test run. The next few days will challenge your resilience, your resourcefulness, and your ability to adapt. Stay alert, stay prepared. The battle for warmth and safety has begun. This is winter's fury, unleashed in full force. Let's get you through it, together, step by step. What is the polar vortex? You hear it on the news, but what does it mean? Imagine a giant, spinning top of super cold air high above the North Pole, a permanent feature of our planet's weather. Normally, it's locked away by the jet stream, a fast-moving ribbon of wind that keeps the cold contained. But sometimes, the jet stream weakens. The cage opens. When that happens, lobes of Arctic air spill south, invading the US. This isn't your average cold front. It's a direct delivery of the planet's coldest air. Right now, a piece of the polar vortex is plunging into North America. That's why meteorologists are sounding the alarm. This is the polar vortex outbreak. Arctic air, unleashed. Meteorologists are alarmed. The data is clear. This is a historic event. A sudden stratospheric warming event disrupted the polar vortex, sending a surge of Siberian-level cold toward the US. Temperatures will be 30, 40, even 50 degrees below normal, breaking century-old records. Wind chills will be life-threatening, causing frostbite in minutes. This isn't a quick, cold snap. The jet stream is locked, trapping Arctic air for days. Prolonged exposure will strain infrastructure, the power grid, and human health. This is a classic polar vortex displacement, one of the most potent in years. Take this threat seriously. The first wave of this brutal Arctic outbreak targets the upper Midwest, cities like Minneapolis and Fargo, where air temperatures are set to plummet to a bone-chilling -25 to -35 degrees. Residents here are no strangers to winter, but this level of cold is extreme, even by their standards. Pipes can freeze in minutes, and exposed skin is at risk of frostbite almost instantly. Wind chills will be even more dangerous, -50 to -60. In these conditions, being outside for more than a few minutes can be deadly. Schools and businesses are likely to close, and emergency shelters will open to protect the most vulnerable. Blowing snow will create whiteout conditions, making travel not just difficult, but nearly impossible. Highways may be shut down, and authorities are urging everyone to stay off the roads unless absolutely necessary. Chicago is next in the path of the deep freeze. Highs may not even reach -10 degrees, with wind chills plunging close to -50. The city will feel like a frozen tundra, and public transit could be severely impacted. Meanwhile, lake-effect snow could dump up to 2 feet in parts of Indiana and Michigan. Communities near the Great Lakes will be digging out for days as relentless bands of snow continue to pile up. By Friday, the deep freeze expands to engulf the Great Lakes and Northeast, Detroit, Cleveland, Buffalo, where temperatures will plunge well below zero. Power outages are possible as the cold strains infrastructure. Buffalo could see a full-blown blizzard, with 2 to 4 feet of snow and winds gusting over 50 miles per hour. Drifts could bury cars and make emergency response extremely difficult. The East Coast will soon feel the shock, New York City dropping into the single digits, Boston hovering near zero. Residents should prepare for dangerous cold and possible travel disruptions. A potential bomb cyclone could develop, bringing blizzard conditions from Washington, D.C. all the way up to New England. Heavy snow, fierce winds, and coastal flooding are all possible. The exact track of this powerful winter storm remains uncertain, but the threat is very real. Stay tuned to local forecasts, make preparations now, and be ready for rapidly changing conditions. Cold of this magnitude is deadly, not just inconvenient. Wind chill strips heat from your body fast. Frostbite can occur in minutes. Power grids are pushed to the limit. Outages mean homes cool dangerously fast. Frozen pipes can burst, cutting off water and causing damage. Travel is hazardous. Blizzards, ice, and stranded vehicles can be fatal. Always have a winter survival kit in your car. Blankets, food, water. House fires and carbon monoxide poisoning rise as people use unsafe heating. Never use generators or grills indoors. Check smoke and CO detectors. This cold demands respect and preparation. Take every warning seriously. Your life may depend on it. Frostbite and hypothermia are real dangers in this cold. Frostbite freezes tissue, fingers, toes, nose, ears, within minutes. Hypothermia is even more dangerous, shivering, confusion, drowsiness, and loss of judgment. It can happen indoors if your home isn't heated. The elderly, infants, and those with medical conditions are most at risk. Check on neighbors and relatives, make sure they're warm and safe. Dress in layers, cover your head and face, wear mittens, and stay dry. Limit time outside. Prevention is key. For infants, dress in layers, but don't overbundle. If you see signs of hypothermia, get medical help immediately. Stay vigilant, protect yourself and others. Extreme cold is unforgiving. How long will this last? This isn't a quick cold front. The Arctic air will linger for at least 4 to 5 days, possibly longer. Blocking patterns mean more surges of cold could follow. Even as the worst retreats, temperatures will remain well below average. Prepare for a marathon, not a sprint. The relentless cold will strain power grids and emergency services. Stay vigilant. Don't let your guard down, even on sunny days. The long haul is what we must be ready for. This is winter's siege. Stay prepared until the pattern truly breaks. Preparation is your best defense against the dangers of winter storms. Taking the time to get ready before severe weather hits can make all the difference for you and your loved ones. Start by making a plan and ensuring everyone in your household knows what to do if a storm arrives. Insulate exposed water lines to prevent freezing. Let faucets drip slowly to keep water moving, and always know where your main water shutoff valve is located in case a pipe bursts. These simple steps can help you avoid costly damage and keep your home safe. Seal drafts around windows and doors with weather stripping or plastic film to keep the cold air out and the warmth in. Even small gaps can let in a surprising amount of cold, so check every window and door. Build an emergency kit with at least 3 days worth of food and water for each person, plus flashlights, extra batteries, a battery-powered radio, and a first aid kit. Don't forget any medications, pet supplies, or important documents you might need. If the power goes out, gather everyone in one room, close the doors to conserve heat, and use blankets, sleeping bags, and warm clothing to stay comfortable. Avoid using candles if possible. Flashlights are safer. Prepare your vehicle by keeping the gas tank at least half full, checking antifreeze levels, and packing a winter survival kit with blankets, snacks, water, and a phone charger. A well-prepared car can be a lifesaver if you get stranded. If you become stranded, stay inside your car for shelter, run the engine occasionally for warmth, and make sure the exhaust pipe is clear of snow to prevent dangerous carbon monoxide buildup. Signal for help with a brightly colored cloth. Check on neighbors, especially the elderly, those living alone, or anyone who might need extra help. Bring pets indoors to keep them safe and warm, and offer assistance to those who may not be able to prepare on their own. If you see someone homeless or unsheltered in the cold, contact local authorities or outreach organizations. Your call could help save a life during extreme winter weather. Remember, community resilience is our greatest strength. Working together, sharing resources, and looking out for one another helps everyone get through tough times. We're all in this together. Preparation saves lives. Stay safe, stay warm, and support each other through the winter season. This is not just another winter day. The polar vortex is unleashing air hostile to human life. The decisions you make now will determine your safety. Millions will be impacted. Schools closed, travel halted, lives disrupted. The most vulnerable are at greatest risk, but everyone is threatened. Heed official warnings, stay off roads, conserve energy. This event shows the raw force of our atmosphere, how distant events can trigger local crises. Meteorologists will provide updates. Your job is to listen and act. Finalize your emergency plans now. Stock your kit, prepare your home, check on neighbors. The polar vortex is coming. It demands respect. Stay informed, stay prepared. The next days will test our resilience. Take this warning seriously.